Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to show you the most feature-packed scope we've had on the channel. So this is the ZULUS 4K. DNT Optic reached out to me and asked me if I would like to do a test and evaluation on this. So this is not my scope, and I'm not familiar or don't have a lot of experience with these digital night vision scopes. So we're going to go over this, we're going to learn this together. Let's find out what they've sent us in the box. Alright, so in the box we have the owner's manual. We'll go over this manual in a little bit. Let me set this stuff to the side. We're going to go over this manual. We have a quick start guide. This is just going to tell you how to turn it on. This is going to show you what all the buttons do and how to install the app. We have a lens cleaning cloth. So first thing I want to pull out of here is the scope. I might be mistaken, but I think this is the first generation of this scope that actually looks like a scope. Before, the Zulu scopes were kind of boxy, but this is a ZULUS 4K 3 to 24 power scope. It has 1,300 yards of range finding capabilities with a ballistic drop computer in it. So this is going to be a pretty interesting scope to be going over, especially because it can film what we're shooting at. So probably definitely get some good content with this machine. Alright, in the box includes the rings. This is definitely going to be a nice feature. We don't have to go searching for the rings or buy it or go purchase rings for this. We just have them already in the box. The rings also include the torque spec, so we don't have to go looking that up. Also in the box is going to be our data cable. This is going to be how you download the video off of your ZULUS 4K onto your computer. Also in the box is your T20 wrench used to put the rings on your rifle. Also in the box is a eye cup that goes on the ocular side of the scope. It's going to eliminate any external light so you can see the image clearly through the scope. Last in the box is going to be our sunshade. This is going to attach on the objective lens and give us a little bit of blocking from the sun hitting the front of the lens. So let's take a little dive into the manual real quick. Like I said before, 4K video recording, Ultra HD image qualities, 1,300 yard laser rangefinder, one-shot zeroing, so that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to have to show you guys how that works as soon as I figure it out. 64 gigs of internal video, so we ought to be able to catch a lot of video through this thing. It also has Wi-Fi. In the quick start guide, it showed how to download the app. So the Wi-Fi connects to your phone so you can operate the app and the Ballistic computer for your drop tables. On the side here is the battery cap. You remove the battery cap. It takes a 21700 flat top battery. You just insert the battery, put the cap back on. I'm going to go over some buttons real quick. So back here you have your ranging button, you have your day-night button, you have your recording button, and your power button. So not a ton of buttons for the amount of features this scope has. Up top we have our main menu button. You hold that down, you go into the menu, and then you turn your knob here to go through it. If you're not in the menu, this also is your ranging. It can range from 3 power to 12 power on standard 1080p. You go up to 4K, and that's how you get all the way up to the 24 power. Again, battery install, the data cable port on the side, So you just basically have some on-screen display items here, picture-in-picture, ballistic solution, ranging distance is down here. Your reticle, you can change the reticle up. We'll deep dive into this a little deeper once we get it onto the rifle. So this thing is going on a 300 Blackout. So right behind this is my 300 Blackout pistol. I thought this would be the perfect optic for that. For one, it's subsonic, which works perfect for nighttime operation. Two, the subsonic drop is going to allow us to test out the ballistic computer and see its capabilities because the subsonics drop like a rock. So let me grab the rifle and let's go ahead and get this thing mounted up. The rifle is cleared. It does have a chamber flag. First off, we're going to throw these rings on top here. I'm going to just grab my drill to take these out real quick, or loosen these up real quick. Speeds it up for you guys. Alright, so we're going to throw these rings on. For an AR, for this AR platform, I'm just going to go as far forward as I can. So I don't want to put them back on with the drill, so I'm going to get my torque limiting wrench here. So if you guys didn't know, on rings, you want to try to push them forward as you tighten them up, because the recoil of the rifle is going to try to push them forward already. So go ahead, tighten them up. That was 20 inch-pounds. Let's go up to 30. No, 35. 35 inch-pounds. Alright, so we're not going to tighten up the rear yet. I want to make sure that the spacing is correct and even. I always like to try to get the spacing as even as I can. I don't like the scope to be as far back or as far forward in the rings. So let's go ahead and take these top caps off real quick. Back to the drill for that. Anyone else use the drill for stuff like this? Let me know. Or if I shouldn't be using the drill, also let me know. But I don't really see a reason why I can't use it. Alright, didn't get that one all the way out. Alright, so top caps are off. We're going to go ahead and set the scope in. I do have some bubble levels around here, so let me see if I can find them for us real quick. Alright, so this is what I found. A little level and a little wheeler level that goes on the top. So this scope actually has a digital level in it. So we'll be able to confirm if we got it level later. But I'm going to just go ahead and throw the level up here on the front. Check the level of the rifle. We'll level the scope. Alright, you guys tell me if you think this is level or not. Alright. Little bit. Alright, so I think that's going to be pretty darn close. Like I said, we got real lucky when we put this ring on the back that the spacing was correct. I don't think we're going to need a cantilever mount because the way the scope works, you're actually going to be pretty close to it anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and tighten the back ring up. Like I said before, push it forward, tighten it down. 35 inch-pounds. Double check her level again. We're going to turn this down to 18. Start running these down. I'm not going to tighten them up all the way yet. So I'm just tightening them, snugging them down a little at a time. I don't want to torque one and then one side before the other side. But that's 18 inch-pounds. If you go any more than that, you can risk crushing the tube. But there you go. But there we go. It's all mounted, ready to go. So I'm going to take this thing outside. We're just going to take it outside on the porch here, power it up, make sure everything works. I'll probably talk a little bit about it, but I can't wait to get this thing to the range. I think the nighttime capability is going to be pretty awesome. The feature I'm looking forward to the most is going to be the range-finding ballistic computer. I really want to try that out and see how that works. Especially, like I said, this 300 Blackout and the drop on it. If it can range and engage with the 300 Blackout, it can range and engage with anything. So let's get this thing outside. So we've moved this operation out here to the front yard. Let's go ahead and get the battery put in. Let me show you guys here. There's a battery cap. Just put the battery in, plus side down. Alright, so we got the battery in now. Go ahead, the button on the far towards the front is a big power button. Go ahead and hold that power button down. Alright, came on. Up here on the front is going to be our focus. This thing has a pretty bright, clear image. I don't know what exactly we got going on. So there's the zoom. This knob on the top is your twist. The zoom range is 3 to 24. Alright, so I went and got the manual here. We got it powered up. The zoom range is showing 3 to 12 now, but you can go into 4K mode, which will give you the 3 to 24 power. So the button closest to you is going to be the range. Hit the range, it gives you, it looks like it, once you turn it on, it just gives you continuous range, I guess. having that range feature is going to be pretty sweet. Let's go through this button on top. It's the main menu. I press it once, it goes into picture-in-picture. Hold it down, a menu pops up on the side. Looks like I'm going to end up having plenty of eye relief here, because actually closer is kind of better. You have your ocular adjustment, so you want to adjust that to where you can see the screen and the words the best. So menu wise, setup, connection, zeroing, reticle settings, ballistic calculator, picture-in-picture, 4K. We're going to go up to 4K. Definitely an improvement in 4K mode for sure. So hold the button down, it goes out of the menu. So this thing is going to give you a whether or not you're level and whether or not you're canted up or down. That's pretty cool. We may try to use that level in a little bit. Make sure the gun's level. But yeah, so far this is pretty cool. Let's see. Oops, so the button on the right is record. Looks like you maybe can record in 4K, or maybe it's showing still images in 4K, but so the button on the left is the brightness. Menu. It's got recoil activated video, picture-in-picture, ballistic, different reticles, holdover markers, laser rangefinder and holdover markers, reticle color, different reticles. So when I'm in the menu, it stops recording. So just so you know, when I'm going through the menu. Alright, so that's pretty simple. The menu is very easy to go through and figure out what's going on. Just a very easy to operate system. I can't wait to get it out on the range.